Menu narration set to 100.
It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese heads on and have filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Up next, a contest that keeps things all in the NFC between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. 5 weeks come and gone already. And we're off here in Week 6 on EA Sports. Fielded at the 7. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Set.
First carry now for the rookie out of Virginia Tech. Leading in his 6 yards to begin this one. They've got 2nd and 4.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Kappa.
Herbert now, blitz coming. One is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't make the hook up with Matthew Golden. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Herbert from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He skids down inside the 35-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
And this is intercepted. And the Lions are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. So what happened there, partner? Looked like he found an early rhythm on that opening series until that last throw.
Yeah, fine line between confidence, which he certainly had, and rhythm, and then also just unwise decision-making, forcing that pick.
Ready up.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
Set.
game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Has room down the left sideline. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
Well, that was quite a way to begin this game, Kate, offensively, and quite a worrying way for those 11 guys defensively. We know that stopping the run's a core component of all of these defensive game plans, and they just put that plan through the shredder.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Here's a return from the 7. This makes it up to the 25. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Guy flanks straight ahead. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Go.
Herbert back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that makes it 3rd down. Well, he found the route he wanted pretty quickly, Brock, but maybe, I don't know, he telegraphed who he wanted a little too much because that defender sure got there just as the ball arrived to force it loose.
Yeah, this is one of those tough moments as an analyst, right? Because you're right, offensively didn't get the job done, but I'm going to give a gold star to the defense. Anytime you make contact and you disrupt that pass, that's a job well done defensively.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Check, cut.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Gain 15 there. And the Lions have the 1st down. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Running in with David Montgomery. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Set, ready. Ready?
They'll work against the blitz. Downfield is fine, St. Brown. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator's going to be one happy camper.
Ready, set.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Down. Ready.
On the draw, this is Gibbs. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up 2nd down. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Here we go. Set.
He's going to throw it. Defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback, but on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Packers going with a dime set to get this 3rd down stop.
Let's go.
3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year, and I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Has this at the 6. Doesn't get very far, just beyond the 5-yard line.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Second and 6 coming up here. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the 6.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on throw, that's a go-to route to target.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. Got a man. This is Evans. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. Now, the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Set.
Now Herbert again. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I love that. I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Set. Go.
Herbert to throw once more. And the Lions are there to bring him down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. It's a 10-0 ball game. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. That's played at the 43. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Hut, hut.
Give now to the running back. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Give up the gut to Montgomery. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, one defender failed, but his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Down. 50, green. Ready.
Back to throw. He brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions make it a 16-point ball game. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Right there to tack on a point after. And the Lions take a 3-possession lead. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Fielded at the 7. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
380. Good hut. 380. Ready.
Hand off to the back. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Set. Delta. Set. Hut. Ready.
Throwing now, Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. They will continue to do so.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Set. 380. Hut. Hut.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. And this is lofted deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But if that defense is flying around and making the play.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A 28-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
At the 48-yard line. Set. 380. Set.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Get 22 out of that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Go.
First and 10, Herbert. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Looking inside the red zone. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it second and goal.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes second and goal.
Ready.
Back to the air, Herbert. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers start to fight back with their first points of this game. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Starting from the 5. Fighting his way through, but he lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
They'll run here on first down. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be second and 12. Another carry for him. And 2 yards all he can get. It's third down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He has the first over the middle. He's denied the score as they finally get him down at the 1. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that gives them first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the red zone on first. And he will have them a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers reduce the lead to just 4. Right on the edge of the goal line for first and goal, and I don't know about about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So first down pass play can, it certainly was effective.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready.
It gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Set hut. Set hut.
He'll look to throw. Catch made left side by Laporta. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Set. Ready. Set.
I'll throw it. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. Trying getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. That's taken at the 15. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. We've set it downs for him from the 31. Herbert on 1st down. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Set. What is it?
On 3rd down, Herbert. That's caught for the 1st. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 1st is Herbert. Next on the crosser. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know these teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much mileage. I don't care what the stat sheet said and how long that gain was. That dude ran a long way, all the way across the field. But it paid dividends.
And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
They say everything in life, especially fashion, is cyclical. Well, same thing with football, right? And I sure hope that this is the beginning of more and more fullbacks getting their chance to show what they could do. Because decades ago, they were a huge part of the game. And moving forward, I sure hope they will be too.
That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal.
Set.
Herbert now. And he scores. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take the lead just before halftime. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins.
Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10, they're going to throw. Quick slant, that's Williams. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Now the Lions calling timeouts. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space. Take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on second down.
Here we go. Cut.
They're going play action. Look at that power, deep left side. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up. It cost him that catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Ready.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that brings up 4th and short. Corliss Waitman on to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And that return brings us to the end of our first 2 quarters of play. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. Got a touchback.
Ready, set.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready.
We put a receiver in motion left.
Cut.
I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Set.
Here's the handoff. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
It's on target to Williams. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He gained 11 on that play, and the Lions have a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Set. Ready?
They go play action on first down. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take the lead right away in half number 2.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Right on for the extra point. He connects on the point after. And the Lions push their lead to 3. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Packers getting set here. First and 10.
Set. 380. Ready.
Right up the gut. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Set.
Herbert from the gun. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
380. Run.
3rd and long for him here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Along the right sideline, there's space. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers grab the lead on their first series of the half. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
His return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Down. Hut.
They'll come out throwing. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go. Set.
Montgomery now up the middle. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
2 yards on the play. And the Lions first down.
First and 10 from the 32.
Set. Hut. Yellow. 43. Ready. Ready.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
Working now from the gun. And the Packers are all over it. He goes down. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
We talk so much about decision-making, and often it's the decision of where to throw it. Right? Reading the defense, finding the right coverage to attack. But there's also great decision-making that comes with just getting rid of the football, just avoiding sacks. They are so detrimental. And that one, well, he ate up a ton of yards. I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
Has it at the 37. He gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert. He's got it over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They'll run now on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
He stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Set. Go.
Now Herbert to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
So 1st down from the 41.
Set. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And he's done a decent gain before being brought down.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Set. Set.
There's a dive up the middle. He has room past the 25. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Set. Reload.
Herbert now off the play fake. Caught near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. The Packers with it. They have the lead late, but this game is close. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Set. One in the
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they'll be left with third and goal. All right, so defensively, you've seen 2 throws now, and you turn both of them away. It seems fairly likely you have another one coming up here on third and goal.
It does, and I think defensively, now you've really got to protect against the QB extending the play. That's a couple incompletions, Kate. You know as a quarterback, if it's not there right away, I better be creative to try to find 6.
Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
Yeah, they've been doing it.
Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the fourth quarter when it really matters.
Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Cut. Cut.
Throwing now off the play action. We had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Let's go. Set.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. He's blocked. That ball's free. And they say Packers football.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. First and 10. Here's Herbert. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
The give here on 2nd. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Set. Ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he will have them a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Return starts at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Put.
Off the play fake. He'll throw. Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. How about 29 yards on first down. And that will set him up with a fresh set of downs. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Going now on first down. Completed over the middle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Even 25 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
The Packers take their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Offense is set. First and 10.
Ready.
Looking in the air here. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26.
Set. Ready.
Still sticking with the passing game. Out to his wideout. It's a screen. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. The play goes nowhere.
Complete to St. Brown. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions now within 1 score in the fourth. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to
put the body on the line for his team. He lays out and gets it. Wow, that gets him the 2 points. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Starting from the 5. He dodged the tackle. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Cut down the field, Golden. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Some of these quarterbacks, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
Set.
On first down, they'll run. Get some space around midfield. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down, and they go right back to him. And they'll mark him down there after the dive. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up second and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2.
Set. Ready. Green out. Green out.
Herbert. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Set. Set.
Five plays straight ahead. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers stretch it to a 2-score game in the fourth. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big game, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter, they all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
Well, maybe some second-guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 10.
They'll throw to start the drive. Got a lock behind this one. Down. They connect on the deep shot. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get 37 on the play. And the Lions have a 1st down. We've set it down from 37. They go play action on 1st down. He's looking deep once again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's hoping to get it to Isaac Tisla there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Throwing the out route complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on.
Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the 2nd half. But once you get it, you have to finish with points.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers nearing their 2nd win of the campaign. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. They give it to him again. They're going the wrong direction. He's going to be sent backwards to their own 3. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful.
Set. Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. The Packers send out their punting unit. He gets it out of there, and this has some distance. The return begins on their side of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
He's ready.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away, and that's going to send him back to the line for 2nd.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense, guys up front. They gave the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Caught at the 20-yard line. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
He's got it at the 5. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a gain. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Covered by the Packers hands team. They're going to win this game. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. He makes it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. He has the Packer first down. And Brock, that should be enough to win this game.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
Ready.
Line up the design keeper. So this is a Packers win. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.